Namaste students. Today we are going to read this chapter Footprints Without Feet, written by H.G. Wells. This is a story about a scientist, Griffin, who discovered a rare drug which could make an unclothed man invisible. Let's see whether he used or misused his discovery. The story begins. The two boys started in surprise. So this scene begins in surprise at a fresh muddy imprint. So what were they looking at? They were looking at fresh muddy imprints. Imprint means marks of a pair of bare feet. So bare feet, footprints, they started looking at. What was a barefooted man doing on the steps of a house in the middle of London? So London at that time when the story was set in, it was too cold. So the boys were surprised that what was a barefooted man doing on the steps of a house? And where was the man? Because they could only see marks of bare feet. They could not see any man there. As they gazed, as they kept looking, continuously looking, a remarkable sight met their eyes. So they saw something strange, a fresh footmark. Earlier there was a footmark, but then they saw a fresh footmark appeared from nowhere.
Further, footprints followed. So there were more footprints, one after another, descending the steps. That means coming down the steps, coming down and progressing towards the street. The boys followed those footprints, those muddy impressions, because they were so fascinated, and they followed those footprints till they became fainter and fainter and at last disappeared altogether. The explanation of this mystery was really simple enough. So what had happened? The confused boys had been following a scientist who had just discovered how to make the human body transparent. Griffin, the scientist, had carried out experiment after experiment to prove that the human body could become invisible. Finally, he swallowed means allowed to go down the throat. He swallowed certain rare drugs here means medicines, and his body became as transparent as a sheet of glass. See, it did not become completely 100% invisible, but it became transparent as a sheet of glass, though it also remained as solid as glass. Brilliant scientist though Griffin was a brilliant scientist, very intelligent scientist, but he was a lawless person. He was not obeying law. He was disobedient to law. His landlord is the owner of the house, as he was paying rent and he was staying there. He did not like him and he tried to eject him. So he tried to throw him out of his house or take him out of his house. So what did Griffin do? In revenge, he set fire to the house. He burned the house. And then to get away without being seen, he had to remove his clothes so that nobody notices him. What he had to do at last, that he had to remove his clothes, because that medicine was only working when a person was without clothes, not otherwise. Thus, it was that he became a homeless wanderer. See, now that house he set on fire where he was staying, then he became homeless and then he became wanderer also. He had to roam here and there without home. He escaped easily enough from the boys who followed his footprints in London. From those two boys he could easily escape who followed his footprints in London, but his adventures were by no means over. But his adventures were not over. Yet he had chosen a bad time of the year to wander about London without clothes. So it was not a good time, like when he had to roam in the London streets without clothes, because it was midwinter. The air was bitterly cold, it was too cold. He could not do without clothes. It was not He was not able to manage without clothes. Instead of walking about the streets, so he decided to slip into a big London store. So he decided to enter a big London store for warmth. Then the closing time of the store arrived, and as soon as the doors were shut, as soon as the doors of store were shut, Griffin was able to give himself the pleasure of clothing. So that then, when the doors were shut and the store was closed, he could dress up himself. He could use those clothes which were lying in the store and feed himself without regard to expense. Regard to expense means without any worries of expenditure. He broke open boxes. So he opened boxes by breaking and wrappers. He broke open boxes and wrappers and fitted himself out with warm clothes. As it was so cold, he was feeling very cold. So he wore warm clothes from that store. Soon, with shoes, an overcoat, long coat also, and a wide brimmed hat, so that stylish hat, he became a fully dressed and visible person. In the kitchen, in the kitchen of the restaurant, he found cold meat and coffee, and he followed up the meal with sweets and wine taken from the grocery store. See, first he had cold meat and coffee in that store, and then he also had sweets and wine taken from the grocery store. Finally, he settled down to sleep on a pile of quilts, and after eating sweets and this cold meat and having coffee and wine, then he slept on a pile of quilts. And then, if only Griffin had managed to wake up in good time, all might have been well. See, if he could manage, if he woke up before those assistants arrived, then all was fine. But so once more he found himself invisible but naked in the chill January air. This time, now next time he escaped from there, then he decided to try the stock of a theatrical company in the hope of finding not only clothes but also something that would hide the empty space above his shoulders. So this time he decided to try some theatrical company stock, and he soon found a suitable shop. He made his way. He made his way means hidingly he entered, invisible, as he was also invisible, upstairs. Then where he went upstairs and came out a little later. And out of that shop, he came out a little later. And what he was wearing? He was wearing bandages round his forehead, dark glasses, false nose, artificial nose, big bushy side whiskers. Side whiskers, these cats, dogs, they have side whiskers. Near their mouth, they have two, three hairs, so they are side whiskers, and a large hat. To escape without being seen, as he did not want it to be seen, he callously, cruelly attacked the shopkeeper from behind. after which he robbed him of all the money he could find, and he took away all the money that shopkeeper had. Eager to get away from crowded London, he took a train to the village of Iping, where he booked 2 rooms at the local inn. Inn is a place where like one can stay, but it's not like so many facilities you don't get there. It's just a simple place to stay. The arrival of the stranger at an inn in winter was in any case an unusual, uncommon event. See, otherwise, in that place where this story is happening, a stranger coming to in such winter, it's not a common thing. A stranger of such uncommon appearance, and that too, first of all, stranger, and then of such uncommon appearance, the way he was looking, set all tongues wagging. So all were surprised. All were curious to know who he was.